Today is the perfect day for you to step by my garden. I've been growing some microgreens for 11 days now. Oh, by the way, I'm Christopher as always. Today I'm gonna show you how I came this far, and this is not something that I've done an awful lot, but I think I did a pretty good job. They all look phenomenal. I have some coriander, I have tatsoi, I have some red komatsuna, and these are supposed to be red, so don't you worry, these are not bad. And I have some peas. And today is the day that I'm gonna start harvesting from these. And I thought I'd just bring you along and show you how I did this. I've made some clips along the way and I hope you enjoy it. So just sit back and it will take a few minutes and I'll show you how I get to this point. And while you're doing that, I think I'm gonna eat. Day one, planting day. These are the bags that I buy the seeds in. They come in 1 kilo bags. This is the Tatsoi bag. And there's a gazillion seeds in this, so we can do several plantings. We're gonna plant today 4 different varieties. We have Komatsuna. I've never grown that before, so we'll just see what this is. It's a red variety. And we have Coriander, so this is coriander / cilantro seeds. I love those. This is Tatsoi. And finally we have peas. So we're gonna do this in these containers. These are actually seed starting kits, and I figured, well, I might as well use those because they're fairly shallow and they have these covers that I can use for covering them up to keep the humidity inside. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna start with the seed mix. This is just, I'm just trying to keep it really simple. And if it works, I'm gonna continue doing this, and if it doesn't work, then, well, this is the way it's gonna work if we're gonna do it. So what I've mixed here is, this is cocoa peat that I've finely mashed. It's important when you're growing microgreens to not have any lumps in the soil. So this is just plain cocoa peat and it's really fine. And I mixed in some vermiculite to keep the moisture. And that's the only thing, because microgreens don't need any nutrients before they sprout. So in the seeds, in the seed starting period, and when they have the seed leaves, they just take the energy from the seed itself and the photosynthesis once you introduce lights to them. So they don't need nutrients at this stage. So that's why we're using something that is organic, but it doesn't have any type of nutrient in it at this point. So what I'm doing is just filling up the tray. I'm gonna fill it fairly full. I would say 2/3, maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna compact it a little bit, just so it's easy to see the seeds, because I want to spread the seeds even, and it doesn't matter if the soil is a little bit compact. It's gonna put down roots anyway. So like this. And let's see what we're gonna start with. We're gonna do the coriander. What I'm doing is just sprinkling in. I wanna get it evenly spread. And I want to get quite a few seeds in there because I want it really thick and full once it starts sprouting. This is something that we were gonna use for microgreens, but it depends on what it looks like once it comes up. I might just see if I can grow it a little bit further and see if we can use it as regular coriander. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. I've spread it even out. So I'm just gonna cover it lightly with a top layer of soil. Not too much, just to get most of the seeds covered. This is just a force of habit. I really don't think you need to do this, but it's gonna be a little bit easier, and I think it's gonna prevent some mold forming on the leaves before they sprout. So once we've done that, it looks okay like this. I'm gonna compact it once more, and we're gonna water it quite a bit. It's important to keep it moist, but not too moist. So there's a balance, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying it my way. Yes, it's the pump. Like this. And that's pretty much all we need. So now it's just time to, I'm gonna label these, but I'm just gonna put it aside, and I will see you back once they start sprouting. I would say maybe 5-6 days on the coriander seeds. Now, how easy was that? It literally took seconds. The only thing left now is put lids on everyone and label these. Yes, I will forget what I have growing here, and a couple of these I've never grown before, so I don't know what to expect. I would say within a week we should have sprouts coming in on all the beds. So just hold on tight, and I'll just push forward a few days. And on day 4 we can see we have sproutings. We have the Komatsuna, we have the Tatsoi, we have the coriander, and we have the peas. Now, the coriander, it has started a little bit. They're putting down roots now. And the peas also, they're at the same stage. They're putting down roots, and they are finally close to putting out the first set of leaves. So this is coming along nice. And these two are just perfect. So what I'm gonna do today is just put some water on them, just spray them down. I haven't watered them since I planted it 4 days ago. So it's time to just use a spray bottle. You could use just any cheap spray bottle, but I have this one which is pressured. So it's easier for me because I use it everywhere in the garden. So the only thing that I'm gonna do right now today is just spray it down, just to make sure that everything is moistened, and just to make sure that it doesn't dry out the roots, because when you plant this dense, then once it starts sprouting, it will just lift the topsoil completely, and it will slowly just break through it. And but in the meantime, when the topsoil is lifted, sometimes it has a tendency to dry out the bottom roots. So that's why I think it's important to moisten once they sprouted. So that's pretty much the only thing that we were gonna do today. I'm still gonna keep it someplace, well not completely dark, but somewhat dark. So they will at least not get any direct light from the lights that I have up here. I'm gonna keep it that way for, I would say, 2 or 3 more days, and we will just see, and I will of course bring you back once they everyone has sprouted and they look a little bit taller, because I want to keep them in the dark to encourage them to reach for the lights. That way it's easier for me when I'm gonna cut them, because if they're reaching for the lights, they will grow tall and spindly, and that way it will be easier for me to cut it from these boxes. So, but once they reach the heights that I would like, I'm gonna put them into lights, and then they will look so much better. So that's it for now, and I'll bring you back later. Day 7. So the Tatsoi and the Komatsuna, they are really getting tall and lanky now. So I'm gonna put these into light from now on. The peas and the coriander, they are still not quite there yet, so they are gonna continue growing in the somewhat dark place that I keep them. But these ones are going into the direct sunlight. I'm gonna water them a little bit, and I'm gonna continue the journey, and we will see in about, I would say, 2 days, we should see some nice growth on these, and these will hopefully get a little bit further along, and we can bring them into the light in the near future. Day 11, this is the final day for this experiment. We have the Tatsoi and we have the red Komatsuna. These look just beautiful. As you can see, they are kind of tall and a little bit leggy, and that's what I want. And I put them in direct sunlight, well, not sunlight, but the grow lights that I have here. And they have been growing phenomenally, and they're really, really thick. The coriander, the cilantro, I think I'm gonna keep these a few more days because I would like to harvest these once they put out the first set of true leaves. That's the time where cilantro is normally taken as a microgreen. The peas, I'm also gonna keep those for a couple of more days. It's just I would like to get them a little bit taller and a little bit thicker. And I'm gonna cut it down, and I'm gonna use some of it for a stir fry or something with garlic. That's just tastes wonderful. These two are ready, and they are gonna be cut down within a day or two. I'm gonna keep them in the grow lights until they're all completely used. I'm gonna cut them down and try to bring some of it for work and see if my colleagues like what I'm doing here. So I think this is where we're gonna end the experiment, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and tell me if this is something that you would like to see more of. I have quite a few more seeds for microgreens, so I might just do another video for these. I think it's been a great success, and I'm really looking forward to eating these. So this is Christopher saying may the force be with you, and I'll see you in the next video.